Hello dear students, I hope that all of you are safe and healthy, and as you know that your unit 1 examinations are coming from 3rd August, so that's why we hope that you are preparing for your examinations. Okay, now let us focus on the second part of unit 2 solution. Now in this part I will told you about the expression of concentration quantitatively. Are getting this point or not? In this part, first of all I told you about the concentration in percentage. Okay, then I told you about the mole fraction, molarity and molarity. Are getting this point or not? So let us focus on the concentration in percentage. Are getting this point or not? So here the concentration in percentage are denoted basically of three types. One, weight by weight by volume, and third is volume by volume. If nothing is given, in that condition we have to follow the weight by weight condition. So let us focus on the weight by weight percentage. In this condition, that is percentage weight by weight. How you can solve the questions like this? So weight by weight percentage, that means the weight of, that is mass of what? Solute. Either you can say mass of one component divided by mass of solution. Mass of solution. And for percentage you have to multiply by 100. Are you getting this point or not? So by this way you can measure the weight by weight percentage. Now one examples are given here, just like a 10% W by W of sugar. Okay, the sugar basically sucrose. The formula is C12H22O11. Are getting this point or not? So what is meaning of this? If you know the meanings, so by this way you can also find the number of moles. What is meaning of this? If this means that 10 gram of sugar dissolving 90 gram of water. Here this is the mass of solute and 90 gram is mass of solvent. To make solution 100 gram. Are getting this point or not? So by this way you can calculate what? The percentage weight by weight. So here the basic requirements, you have to know that 10% weight by weight means how we can write this. Are getting this point or not? Now second, weight by weight. Now one more thing, if this type of method for presentation of concentration is basically used in the industrial chemical applications. Okay, just like a bleaching powder given, here given the bleaching powder by mass percentage. Are getting this point or not? Now let us focus the second concentration method in percentage weight by volume. Okay, what is meaning of this? So percentage by weight by volume equal to what you can write here? The mass of solute divided by what? Volume of solution. Yes, you have to take the volume of solution. Okay, and multiply by 100. So by this way you can get the percentage weight by volume. Are getting this point or not? Here, for example, 10%, 20%, okay, 5%, 0.5%, whatever given, weight by volume. So that means what is 10 gram solute plus 90 ml of solvent. So that your solvent is basically water. As you know that water is the universal solvent. If nothing is given, in that condition we can take water as a solvent. Are getting this point or not? So now the solution become 100%. That means 100 gram, 100 ml. In these conditions, this become 100 ml because its solvent is liquid. So I told you that now the solution is have same phase as solvent. Okay. Now this method is basically used in medicine and pharmacy. This type of method is used in medicine and pharmacy. You can see the wrapper of what? You can see the medicine tablet wrapper, where you can see that this is written the weight by volume percentage. Now third is volume by volume. What is the meaning of this? Again, that means the volume of component, that is volume of solute. So by this way, percentage weight by weight equal to volume of solute in ml divided by volume of solution in ml and multiply by what? 100. So by this way you can get the volume percentage. Are getting this point or not? Now look at here. For example, 15% weight volume by volume ethanol given. Okay. So what is meaning of this? That is meaning of this 15 ml of ethanol, that is C2H5OH. Okay. In 85 ml of what? Water, to make the solution volume 100 ml. So by this way you can find the percentage of volume by volume. This method basically used, that is the commonly used method in case of liquid. Okay. So that means solution containing liquid are commonly expressed in this unit. Just like for example, 35% V by V. What? Ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol. It is a type of antifreeze. Okay. So this work as antifreeze agent. Are getting this point or not? So look at here, ethylene glycol. The formula of this is C2H. You can write 6O2. Okay. So this is the formula of ethylene glycol. Are you getting this point or not? This work as antifreeze at this concentration. Antifreeze and lower the boiling point of and lower the freezing point of water is minus 17.6 degrees centigrade. So now after mixing this concentration of ethylene glycol, the water freeze at minus 17.6 degrees centigrade. Are you getting this point or not? So these all about the concentration of solution. Now let us focus on another method of concentration, that is known as mole fraction. Mole fraction. That is simple as X. Now it is defined as, mole fraction is defined as basically number of moles of component divided by number of mole of component divided by total number of moles of divided by total number of moles of all components. So this is type of ratio. So that's why it has no units. You can say number of moles of components, that is one component, divided by total number of moles of all components. So this is basically a type of ratio. So that's why mole fraction have no unit. Now in this chapter, basically we have to focus the binary solution. Binary means having two components. So that's why for binary solution of AB type, how can write the mole fraction? So look at here. For A, the number of mole is Na, and for B, the number of mole is Lb. Are getting this point or not? For A components, we put the number of mole Na, and for B components the number of mole is Nb. Now you have to write the mole fraction of Xa. In that condition, you have to write the number of mole of Xa divided by total number of mole of component, that is Na plus Nb. So by this way you can find the mole fraction of Xa, that is X, mole fraction of component A. Now for mole fraction of component B, here you can write Nb divided by total number of mole of components. So by this way you can get the mole fraction of A and B components. One more thing you have to notice that if the mole fractions, that is sum of the mole fractions, should be unity. So for binary solution, what happens? Xa plus Xb should be equal to 1. If there are more components, in that condition you can write Xa plus Xb plus Xc, so that this is also equal to 1. If your answer is coming more than 1 for one mole fraction, so that means your answer is wrong, because the sum of the mole fractions should be 1. Are getting this point or not? So by this way we can calculate the mole fraction. So now look one example, okay, which I use percentage, concentration, and also mole fraction, how we can calculate from this. So look at condition. We calculate. One question is there. Calculate mole fraction of C2H6O2, that is ethylene glycol, in 20% weight by weight C2H6O2. So this question can be solved like this. So first of all, what we have to write, look at here, 20% weight by weight. What is the meaning of this? The 20 gram of ethylene glycol, okay, dissolving in 80 gram of water. So by this way we can find the weight of glycol and weight of water. Now let us focus on, we have to find the what? Number of mole of ethylene glycol. So number of mole is this, you have know the formula, na? Mass by molar mass, mass by formula mass by atomic mass. Here this is the molecules, so we write the mass divided by molar mass. The given mass is 20 gram, and the mass of this is, how we can calculate? The mass of 2 carbon, the mass of 6H, and the mass of 2O. So this can be give you 62 gram per mole. Are you getting this point? So you have to write the unit. Now gram cancel. Now this will give answer nearly about how much? 0.322. So 0.322 mole. So first of all, you have to know what is the meaning of this. So 20 gram of ethylene glycol, and by knowing the weight of ethylene glycol, we can calculate the number of mole. Now let us focus on the number of mole of water. So look at here, 80 gram of water given. Any doubt? 80 gram given. From this we know that, and the mass of water is 18 gram per mole. That means the mole of 1 mole of water has mass 18 gram. Gram cancel. Now this will give 4.44 mole. So by this way we can calculate the number of mole. Any doubt here? Now we have to find the mole fraction of glycol. Okay? So now what you have to do that? So for mole fraction of glycol, let us focus here. The mole fraction of ethylene glycol, this will equal to number of mole of glycol C2H6O2 and divided by number of mole of glycol plus number of mole of water. Now putting each value, the value of this is 0.322, then 0.322 plus 4.444. Now after solving this, you get the answer 0.068. So this will give answer 0.068. This is the fraction, that is ratio. That's why this have no unit. Are getting this point or not? So by this way we can calculate the mole fraction. So let us focus here again. Okay, 20% given, 30% given, 10% given, 5% given. So first of all you have to find the mass, and then you can find the number of mole, and then by putting the number of mole in the mole fraction formula, you can calculate the mole fraction of glycol. If one more question is asking, you find the mole fraction of water. In that condition, what you have to do that? In mole fraction of glycol, we find now this 1 minus this will give the mole fraction of water. So by this way, you can also calculate the mole fraction of water. Are getting this point or not? So now let us focus on the unit of concentration, that is molarity. About this, you also study in class 11. Chapter 1, some basic concept in chemistry. Are getting this point or not? So you have to focus on the symbol also. Symbol is capital M. What is this basically? Number of mole. It may be defined as number of moles of solute. Moles of solute. What? In per liter or decimeter cube of solution. Are you getting this point or not? That may be defined as number of moles of solute per liter of or per decimeter of solution. Are you getting this point? Now in formula how we can write this? Molarity equal to N divided by V. Here N is number of moles of solute. Okay, and this is volume of solution in liter. Okay, now we know that what is the number of mole? The number of mole is mass by molar mass. In NCERT, 1 is used for the solvent and 2 is used for the solute. So this is the number of mole of solute. So here we can write weight divided by molar mass of solute into volume of solution in liter. If the volume given ml, so this formula now converted into like this: W2 divided by M2 into V in ml, and now you have to multiply by 1000 like this. So this formula you can use in the board examinations also. Okay, in JEE Mains questions, Shift 1, Shift 2, this type of question also asking regarding the molarity. This is a very important formula. Okay, in the solution. Now some more question regarding the molarity is asking. What is the effect of temperature on the molarity? So first of all, focus here. Molarity inversely proportional to volume, and we know that the temperature affect the volume. So that's why we can say that what is temperature directly proportional to the volume. In that condition, volume is inversely proportional to the molarity. So that's why we can say that the temperature is inversely proportional to the molarity. That means more the temperature, less will be the molarity. Are getting this point or not? So molarity decreases with increase in temperature. One more question is asking: if you diluting the solutions are not diluted, in that condition molarity also decreases. So this is the temperature dependent quantity. One more thing you have to know, that molarity is intensive property. This type of property we study in the thermodynamics chapter 2, chapter 5, chapter 6. Okay, so intensive property. Intensive property. So what is meaning of intensive property? Intensive property means basically the property which independent of amount. जो amount पे depend ना करे. Now look at here. How we can find that कि molarity is basically intensive property. So look at here. Just we have taken one containers. Okay. Now what happens? This has n what number of mole or volume is V. Now what happens? We divide the containers in two parts like this. So now what happens? The number of mole is again n by 2 and volume is V by 2. Here again n by 2 and volume is V by 2. So look at the condition. Molarity for this n by V. Again molarity for this equal to n by 2 divided by V by 2. 2 to cancel. Now you get again n by V. So this indicates that So this is the intensive property. Are you getting this point or not? Now some more important things regarding the molarity. You have to know that if 1 m is given, so that is named as 1 molar solution. So 1 m means 1 molar. Okay? If it is given 1 by 2 capital M or written 0.5 capital M. So this is known as semi-molar. Semi means half. Semi-molar. Are you getting this point or not? If it is given what? You can say that m by 10 or 0.1 capital M. So this is known as decimolar. Decimolar. If it is given like this, m by 100 or you can say 0.01 capital M, in this condition this is known as centimolar. Centimolar. And if m by 1000 given, in that condition you can write 0.001 capital M. So this is known as millimolar. Are you getting this point or not? So sometimes this type of question is also given that a centimolar solution, a decimolar solution, okay, a semimolar solutions are given. In that condition, in case of semimolar, that means molarity 0.5 m or 1 by 2. In case of decimolar, 0.1. In case of centimolar, this is 0.01. And in case of millimolar, this is 0.001 capital M. These basic property regarding the molarity you have to know. Are getting this point or not? So now let us focus on another concentration, that is molarity. So it may be defined as number of moles of solute in 1 kg of solvent. So what difference in the molarity and molarity? Number of moles are same, but difference in case of molarity. Okay, what happens? Here volume of solution taken, but here what taken? Mass of solvent kg taken. So now molarity equal to how much? N by weight of solvent, that W1 in kg. This can be open like this also. W2 by M2 into W1 in kg. Okay, but in case of gram, you can written like this: weight W2 of solute, molar mass of solute, W1 weight of solvent in gram, and multiply by 1000. So everything are similar, only the change is here weight of solvent are taken in kilogram and in molarity volume of solution taken. One more thing, this is not depend upon temperature because this involve mass. Okay, so one question arises, how can you say that molarity independent of temperature? So just to write the answer, because this involve mass. Are you getting this point or not? Okay, now the other things are similar like molarity, just like a 1 capital M equal to 1 molar. Here 1 small m equal to 1 molar. MOLAL. In case of molarity, here is R, here in this case molar. Okay, similarly 1 by 2 small m taken. In that condition, this is known as semi-molar. Semi-molar. If written m by 10, small m by 10, so that is known as decimolar. Are getting this point or not? Now let us focus one question which contains all three parts: molarity, and mole fraction. Okay, so simply what is given here, 20% of Ki, only given like this. Okay, and then you have to solve the numericals. Okay, so 20% weight by weight, aqueous Ki. Aqueous means here water is added. Okay, so that means the solution is prepared in the water, that is solvent is water. So now 20% Ki solution mass by mass means what is 20 gram of Ki and 80 gram of what? Water here. Okay, so by this way we can find the number of mole of Ki is 20 gram and divide by what is the molar mass of basically potassium and iodine? Anyone can told me? No one? So this is basically what? 39 for potassium and 127 for iodine. Now add this 9 plus 6, 9 plus 7, 16. 2 plus 3 is 16. So now 6. So now this will get what? 20 gram divided by 166 gram per mole. So calculate this. By this way we can calculate the number of mole. Are getting this point or not? Then we can calculate number of mole of water by 80 gram divided by what? 18 gram per mole. Gram pencil. So this will give the number of mole of water. Okay. By this way, now we can calculate the mole fraction of this. So mole fraction of Ki equal to again number of mole of Ki divided by number of mole of water plus number of mole of Ki. By putting this formula, you can find the mole fraction. Are you getting this point or not? Now let us focus on the molarity and molarity. So what is the molarity? The number of mole of Ki. So here, how we can find the molarity? So molarity equal to number of mole of Ki, which we find before, and weight of solvent is 80 gram. So now multiply by 1000. So by this formula, you can got the molality. Are getting this point or not? The molarity we can find like this. Okay. Now we have to find the molarity. So for molarity, we have required volume of solution. Here density given. How much? Density equal to basically mass by volume. So from this formula we can calculate the volume. Volume equal to mass by density. Here mass given percentage na. So 20 plus 80. How much? 100%. That means 100 gram. Is the mass of what? Solution. And divide by density given 1.202 gram per ml. So from here we can find the volume in ml. Okay. Now put this ml in this formula and divide by V into 1000. So the volume we find here. Number of mole we find from this formula. Put here, multiply by 1000. You can get the molarity. So these are all about the concentration. Okay. So today lectures basically belong to the concentration of solution. In sheets, I have given number of questions topic wise. Okay, you can see this video and try to find the answer of the question given in the sheet. Thank you, dear students. Stay healthy, stay safe, and continue learning. Thank you.